Mel,
Brandon, my friend.
good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's been a bit.
Yes, it has.
We're at like episode 23 or something now.
Damn, you don't look any worse for the wear.
I know.
How do you take the pressure?
I just do it.
You just do it. You just wake up every morning and you do it.
I did have some guys ask me, like, where you guys been? You guys haven't had much lately. You know, we've kind of gone to every other week lately, and I don't think they understand how much work it is to do that.
Oh, they have no idea the effort that it takes. I mean,
You got to get all these things coordinated.
thank you, staff.
Yeah, the makeup team.
Good job on Brandon. You try a little harder, it wouldn't hurt.
They could trim you up a little bit.
Yeah, they could do something. I mean, my God. Earn your damn money.
The IT staff.
You're hot.
Keeping
You're
all
good
this.
looking. There's no doubt. Look, sorry. You are good looking. Okay, let's leave it at that.
So anyhow, I guess we got to get back at it a little bit more often. But holidays and stuff, and
You know what they say about hitting on hairdressers? You know, pole dancers, hairdressers, all this shit.
what do they say?
You've not read the chart about? Oh, it's hilarious and so true.
No, I haven't read the chart.
Well, you're a happily married guy. I was.
Not once, but
Well,
twice.
a couple times, several times.
So we skipped the meeting last night, the commission meeting. I skipped. I had a reason to skip. Mel, he's had a sorry reason to skip.
I didn't have a reason to skip other than
You were testing them, weren't you? See if they would do the right thing.
because I know I can. Since they don't listen to what I'm saying anyway, I get up there and bitch at them, okay, and they just go, okay, and then they do what they want to do. So, I mean, but why should I have to watch them? Damn it, can't you just do the right thing because it's the right thing?
So I did try to go back and watch the video. Did you try to watch any of it?
No,
So
I didn't try. I didn't.
you didn't do anything.
I didn't have I had no desire to watch it.
Okay.
I knew it was going on. It was going to
So
happen.
Andrew, the public information officer, he watches our show, and so Andrew, I got to give you some feedback again on this, but the audio we got to get it fixed because I'm certain it's not deliberate or anything, but we can hear the panel fairly well, not great, but well enough to interpret it if you put the headphones in. But the people coming up to the podium and the new arrangement with the city manager and the city attorney down on the floor, you can't hear those folks, and the audio is terrible. So anybody, I mean, the whole spirit of recording it, right? And this is one of the things I got done when I was a commissioner, is getting this stuff put on YouTube, and which
it was on YouTube when I was on, but then they took it off for a long time.
they took it off. Well, it's on Channel 7 or whatever. Well, not everybody's got cable, or especially now.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. It was on cable. You're right. It was on cable.
It wasn't on YouTube that I knew of, but anyhow, we got it on YouTube, and so that's been great. Well, now since the rearrangement and the upgrades to the city hall and the commission room, the audio is not that great. We need to get that fixed because the whole spirit of recording it is transparency.
Well, why would you say it wasn't intentional? I mean, what would make you think it's not intentional?
Because I'm not a conspiracy theorist all the time.
Well, I used to be a conspiracy.
We've heard this,
theorist.
Mel. We know, and now you're a conspiracy knowist. And
but then I don't think they're smart to have a conspiracy. So maybe you're right.
I don't know if I'm right, but all I know, Andrew, is gotta get that fixed. It's something.
But it's been like that a long time. When a guest gets up and speaks, you can't see them because they don't have a rotating camera. They only mic the commissioner. They don't mic anybody else.
Hang on. So where Nick's going in Dodge City, you got to look at what they got. They got the right stuff. I mean, they got the multiple camera views or angles, and great audio. That's where you ought to be looking. So whatever they're doing, or do what we do. We got a couple Mevos, and it's working pretty well.
With the money they spend, they could buy all kinds of cool stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, but they bought a new backhoe, which and checking into it, but that old backhoe had 4,000 hours on it. That's about the life of a backhoe. But their biggest problem is that anybody can jump on this equipment and run it. And that's not the design of the equipment. You have to know what the hell you're doing. You can not only jump the equipment, but you can hurt somebody. And then they've kind of, being in that business, I understand you need a new backhoe, and I think they did. But they would be more effective if they had a system of operators that actually knew what the hell they were doing and paid them to be such. I don't know. It's just another thing of the difference between somebody that has to do it for a living and somebody that gets paid irregardless.
Yeah.
failure. No, there's no such thing as failure because they get paid anyway.
Yeah, you get paid anyway. They keep just raising them taxes.
And I think it's reluctantly, but they do it anyway.
So, as much as I could hear, couldn't hear, and I did actually have to call a couple of the commissioners to get some clarifications because I couldn't hear all the things. But one of the things that seemed to be a theme of the meeting, Mel, was, it gets this time of year, and you got one new commissioner coming on, Scotty Rogers, and then also Jim Seibert, which he's obviously been very vocal and proactive to get things done, and critical thinker, absolutely. And so it seemed to me like, whether it's Nick being that he's short and going to be going out here in the next couple months or a few months, but they're pushing off things like the water splash pad that they said they're going to have a ribbon cutting on. They're going to push that off because Jim offered to put it on the work session and wanted to talk about it. Oh no, we don't want. We're going to table that. We don't want to talk about it.
Well, even their agenda, they said they were going to talk about it. The agenda specifically said that was an agenda item. It was on mayor's updates, the manager's updates.
Management updates,
and they see the Jim sitting there, and Jim's critical of it, thinking, well, we don't know what the thing looks like. I mean, what are we spending it on? Can you give me a little detail? Oh, we'll save that.
Yeah, we'll save that till you're off the commission, is what I heard.
And then that's certainly what. And they can say that, that was just a coincidence. I ain't buying coincidence.
And I've been asking for several weeks on what they're going to do with the city attorney. What is the bidding process for that? How are they going to solicit that? Yada yada yada. And I had to finally call the mayor, Jay Warren, here. I actually went to the last commission meeting and asked just straight up, what are we doing with this?
And Jay told you exactly what the procedure was.
And Jay said, well, Nick, what are we doing with that? And Nick said, well, I'm going to get something released next week. And, well, next week come and gone, holidays in there, yada, yada, yada.
How long has this been going on?
Well,
60 days?
Oh, it's well over 60 days at this point. I mean, Tamara
60 days ago they talked about it.
Yeah, so then it got brought up last night, and Jim said, well, are we going to look at that as a commission? Oh, no, I got to get that released. I got to get it out there, get this done. So now you've got a lame duck city manager who isn't going to be here in 6 months that is now put together the proposal and request for proposal and plan to replace the city attorney, and none of the city commissioners have looked at it.
How much damage can he do?
You're making noise.
Damn it! Pants so I can have a knife.
Well, quit making noise. Anyhow, so what are they doing? The commissioners aren't even seeing. I mean, Nick, you got no skin in this game.
How much damage can he do
in the next 6 months?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Well, if there's 60,000, but it's 30. They were given 30 for a study.
You're talking what? Water plant again?
No.
Or water park? Sorry. Water park.
The splash pad.
Splash pad.
Fountain feature. To go along with their Wilson Park build-up thing. I mean, I don't know how you get there. The streets are in such bad shape. How are you going to get there?
Let me preface this though. So they announced in the paper they're going to spend $777,000 to put in a splash pad water feature for the Phase 1 execution of Wilson Park. All of that's fine. Perhaps. We don't know.
Not fine.
Fine or not fine. We don't know. Because they haven't shared the design.
And I don't know where they come up with these bullshit numbers there, because they spent $30,000 for a study, then $60,000 for engineering, and then another $770,000 for what? We don't
know because we haven't seen the design, and that was my bitch. And I called Jay Warren, the mayor, and I said, Jay, it's not that I don't necessarily want the water pad or the water splash thing, but people need to know what we're spending this money on. And I asked the question, when are you going to share this? Well, we kind of did share it back when we did the study, and I was like, yeah, but that was a year and a half ago, and nobody knew it was going to cost $777,000. You just showed, you literally, and this is what they did, and this is how, what do they call that when they, propaganda.
When they lie?
Well, no, propaganda. They literally played this in the schools. So somehow they got USD 470 to play this in the schools and show the kids, oh, this splash pad and this rendering.
That's not propaganda, that's indoctrination.
Oh, indoctrination. And so, yeah, everybody wants a splash pad, but can we afford it at $777,000? I don't know. I don't know what it looks like.
A splash pad in lieu of something, or included with something. Already, we can't maintain the crap that we've got now.
I know.
They're bitching about the pool, and it's going to cost $2 million. They don't know it's going to cost $2 million or $200. They have no damn idea. They come up with these bullshit numbers. It's like, what was the bridge replacement? How it was going to take $3 million or $4 million to fix the bridge?
Oh yeah.
What a bullshit lie that was.
Yeah. Good job, county.
It's the county, the city. They're all in cahoots with each other, as far as I'm concerned. I have no illusion about what these guys are up to. They're bureaucrats running as bureaucrats.
And they love spending our money. And that's why we're here. So back to my point. So the theme of the city commission meeting last night is them, selecting and deselecting, trying to get some things passed through before Nick's gone, Jim's off, or Jim's still here. And you guys got to pay attention. Here's what I need.
Go ahead. But when something is successful, like the hospital, all of a sudden, here we go, conflict of interest.
Yeah, we paint it in the paper, and I don't know what the Courier Traveler's grind is with the hospital.
I have no idea.
But
they cite stuff from 30 years ago.
I rarely agree with Dwayne Eastman. I rarely agree with the commission as a whole. But you know what them guys did going in there on that hospital? They did the right thing. They did what they had to do. They hired the right guy. They're getting this thing turned around. And it's not a complete discredit to the previous board members, but they had some problems and nobody was addressing them. And that commission that's there today, excluding Jim, and it was Dan Yurkovich at the time, they stepped in and did the right thing. And now they're actually talking about replacing the board members. And this is something they've been discussing on how they're going to do, when they're going to do. They need to do it, but they still need to have some involvement. And I know you got a complete different outlook on it than I do. I want it to be a separate entity. I want the hospital separated from the city. That's just me, business-minded, risk mitigation. Separate the sheets. Here's one place.
The problem is, we tried that, and it was a dismal failure because all of a sudden it becomes this bizarre board, like all their boards. They salt them with their own people, so there's no dissensions, and so there's no cross section of opinion. Everybody's lockstep and in the wrong direction.
And the good people that we've got over. We got over 500 followers now on Mell and More. But none of our followers are board members on city boards or anything.
Well, that we know of. But the problem is, they only want people that are like them to be on these boards. And I don't know why they're afraid of dissension. Maybe it's a better idea. Perhaps somebody could come up, or perhaps just the transparency where if they keep it within their little circle, it's just within their little damn circle. Nobody else all of a sudden, what do you mean it's not working? Everybody said it was just fine. For how many years was the hospital just fine? For how many years was everything just fine? For how many years were we going to repair the streets? For how many years were we going to put water mains in? For how many years were we going to
get these fire hydrants?
We're going to get these fire. For how many years have we been talking about this and nobody does a damn thing because they can just slide it off just like they just did on this damn splash pad crapola? Do you think the Parks Department needs another headache? Hell, they can't get the damn grass cut.
Well, they ripped all the equipment out of Catawba Park,
because they couldn't maintain it,
which is right down the road from Rogers Dentistry. A great little park. I mean, it's a neighborhood park, but it didn't have wheelchair access. We can't put in the sidewalks. And come on, guys,
that's such a lie. That's just a lie.
And it would have cost $20,000 to put in sidewalks at a park like that. Where now they want to spend $777,000 to upgrade an existing park.
Are we so stupid we just let this shit continually happen? Or does it happen irregardless because we're actually outweighed and maybe we're wrong? Maybe we're the minority. Maybe we don't know what the hell we're talking about. Doesn't look that way.
Doesn't look that way. So here's the deal. I'm all for bringing the message to you guys, and that's my goal. But I also need some help, right? I don't know how, obviously Mel and I don't really give two shits what people think of us, and we're going to go out on a limb and be the bull in the china closet, or the guy that doesn't get all the favorites invited to all the Christmas parties. I used to.
You should invite to Christmas parties.
Then I got a little contentious with folks on things like this, but I need your guys' help on, I don't know if you want a different means of being able to communicate your knowledge.
For one thing, for God's sakes, vote.
Yes, for starters, vote.
Oh my God! They could have had Travis Pierman in there.
Secondly,
5
you know,
damn
if you
people,
got
and,
enough-
and I know 5 that didn't vote.
oh, I know a dozen that didn't
There
vote.
you go.
I didn't. I used to walk around at work and say, "Hey, you gonna go vote
Yeah,
today?"
I do too.
I didn't this year. I just really didn't. I didn't think I needed to. I thought and I didn't. I don't know how many of my folks voted or didn't vote, but here's
I
the
don't think
thing.
many of mine did.
We need to hear from you, and you know, shoot us a message. Post it on our page. We don't care. We'll tag along the message, and if you want to keep it under wraps and you don't want your
Yeah.
name put out there with us,
Sure, no
send us a
problem.
private message,
No
and we'll keep it.
Speaking of private messages,
Yes.
did you see that? I said that 11 by 17 that I got.
Oh,
from
yes. I got to get that
anonymous-
posted.
No, it was a
The drawing.
yeah, 11 by 14. 11 by 14.
So we get fan mail all the time. I don't know if you guys
No,
do that, but
buckets of
all
pile. It's just
fan mail is
and
over the
weed
top.
through it, and thanks for all the nudie pictures. Especially you, Lisa. We appreciate those, or I appreciate it. He doesn't.
So anyhow, we got this really cool
Cartoon.
that
hand-
somebody drew,
yeah.
and the return address was from City Hall, which is funny also.
It was about the bridge. I meant to bring the damn thing.
I'll publish it soon. So
My Alzheimer's kicking in.
in.
I forgot the damn thing, but it was, it was quite refreshing to see somebody that that kind of gets it. I mean, whether I agree with it or not agree with it, it was well done, well thought out, and the artist was he had his ducks in a row.
and it may have been a gal. I don't know who it is, but
I always assume that it's not. It's a bad thing, isn't it? When your immediate assumption is that
women are great artists normally.
they are. Well, they're good subjects of art. I know that. We have several pieces around here to attest to that, I would say.
Anything else, Mel? I kind of want to get off here a little quicker than normal.
Like your plans?
Yes.
I don't have any plans, so I can stay all night. No, let's keep talking. I know where to go. No, I think that but we're sorry about the gap. I mean, we really are sorry.
We'll get back to it.
And we know that we have some hardcore followers and appreciate you guys. And
Yeah, we do.
put up with us and listen to our crapiola. But for God's sakes, if you think we're doing something wrong, incorrect, we're wrong in any way, shape, or form, or you got a different point of view,
Let the traveler know.
we tell somebody that gives a damn. No,
Call City Hall.
no, we
Bitch
do
about
get
us.
people do write us, and we usually don't answer anything on. We're not here to banter on Facebook. It's
Yeah,
not. We're not going to do it. You can comment on it all you want, and we'll read them. But chances are we're not going to comment because that's fine. We're not there for that. But what we would like is
Your 2 cents.
your 2 cents. You can text me. Give me a text 620-441-8809. Text me, call me. I don't care. Either way, anonymous. You don't have to divulge who you are, but topics of interest to you guys, and possibly if we're out of line, if we're off base here or off putting, well, tell us.
We'll see if we can clean up our language and get some better beer on the show.
That's bullshit. I'm not cleaning up anything. Don't care what you think, but I'd like to know. Because if I don't hear adversity, my head gets a damn big. I won't be able to
I know. The way I see it, everybody agrees with us.
I see it too. If they don't agree with it, they're wrong.
Anything else?
Nah.
No. Signing off. Thanks, guys.
Adios.